Okay, welcome to A Long and Long Time Ago and part 2 of our Talking Star Wars with Zero Hunter Toys. We pick up where we left off in part 1 with a little more Mandalorian talk, and then it's Star Wars collecting chat for the rest of the video. I hope you enjoy.
Yeah. Did you spot that that metallic blue C3PO?
Oh, he looks so. When's that coming out as a figure? I need that.
That was amazing.
Again, I turned to my wife and said, "Oh my god, that's the best. That's the best protocol droid I've ever seen. It's one of the gorgeous color.
I bet you someone out there's going to go and find some of that sort of paint from I don't know where you can probably get that for a hot rod or some sort of car or chrome in it. So blue chrome.
I was going to say, because you've done your K2SO.
Yeah.
That was a cracking video where you
enjoyed that,
customized that.
Yeah. Got him here.
Yeah. See him there.
Yeah.
Are you thinking maybe you make this droid, make the protocol droid out of an old?
Yeah. You could. I'm getting some of that sort of blue paint, isn't it? So, but I was after I've made this, I think what could be my next. And I did want to get a super battle droid. Was like, that might be my next one. And there's like, it appears in the Mandalorian. That was weird. So, but if you go online, just a basic 12-inch super battle droid is like 50 quid now. So just like from Attack of the Clones. So, and I want to cut it all up and do stuff to it. And I just think it's a bit expensive just to cut something up.
Yeah, so, and if you mess it up as well, I'd always be so worried that I messed it up.
Yeah. When that was like £7 on eBay, it's okay. So I don't mind.
Have you done many of those sort of things before?
Yeah, I've done a couple. I mean, I've done. I did the Gungan riding on the. I've forgotten the name of that Cadu. It's a Cadu.
Yes,
a Cadu. And I've got this one down here. I'll show you. This is the one that I get a lot of jokes about. This is my Han Tauntaun. So I'll show you it. So and it's got snow on it as well. So,
I've seen. I did. When I first started watching your videos, this was one of the first videos I saw.
Yeah. I went a bit over. Everyone thinks I went a bit over the top with the snow because I was like, I was sprinkling it. I put it in a jar, and I get a few jokes about it. Especially Tim from Boss Bounty, he makes a lot of jokes about it. He does. I think he's just jealous that he wants one, really. So, So it was a bit brave because I had to put PVA over that 12-inch doll, and it's like, if I do this wrong, I've done it wrong. But it came out really well, and I'm really tough with it. But you just got to. I say a lot of people watch the videos and they say, I don't know how you can do it. You're so brave to just cut something up. And I think you just got to go ahead and try it. So if you don't try these things, you never know. So,
a good amount of patience probably helps as well, right?
Yeah, well, because I used to do a lot of costuming, so I've built Stormtrooper armor, clone armor, and I've had a lot of experience with Dremels, and and that's what I'm an engineer by trade, and so I've sort of got some patience with using plastics and tools, and you learn from your mistakes. So I remember building my first Stormtrooper armor, and I see pictures of it, and I think, oh crikey, how did you get away with that? And so like when I progressed to sort of more detailed costumes, and you get better and better and better and better. But I look at some of the first pictures of my Stormtrooper and I go, oh dear.
So was it just primarily Stormtroopers you cosplayed, or?
Oh no! You could name a costume, and I've probably done it. So I've done Stormtrooper. Biker Scout was my favourite. Because Biker Scout is the most comfortable costume to troop in because you can sit down in it. So and you can jump around, and it's because it's all up top, isn't it? So you can sit down. It's brilliant. Sit down, do everything. Go to the toilet easy, everything. So Stormtrooper, you have to get most of it off to go to the toilet. So done Clone Troopers. I had a couple of Royal Guards, Shadow Guard.
Wow.
I've done a what do you call it? Republic Commando, but all in black. I did him all in black.
Wow, blimey.
Yeah, I did one of my last costumes I did was a Praetorian Guard. So
cool. They look awesome. They do.
They look. It did. It was horrible to wear. So it was horrible to wear. Like, arms couldn't move very well because it's all like different rings. You move and you kind of and it was couldn't see very well out of the helmet. So because you're tiny little holes. So to sort of give that effect that there's nothing there. So
did you make the helmets as well then, or did you?
A lot of it was kits. A lot of it was fat form kits you buy. So it's a lot cheaper way of buying stuff. I mean, you can pay thousands and thousands to have a kit made for you. You can go to like these companies like RS Props and other places, and they make it. Yeah, and they Anavos or you can just buy like a kit for like say £500 and then learn to do it yourself. But when you got to learn. If you cut too much off a costume, you've ruined it. So you got to learn. It's right. The helmet's always the hardest bit, I think, to do, because it's the bit everyone really looks at, and you know, when you're talking to people, and they always look at your helmet first, and just staring at them, and then the armors you can sort of get away with stuff, you know. So. But yeah, I've done a few. Darth Vader, the Darth Vader.
Do you know what? It's my dream to wear a Darth Vader costume.
Yeah.
But at
Martin,
5'8",
you're a bit too short.
Yeah, 5'8", I just look stupid. But it doesn't matter how many times I see someone dressed as Darth Vader. I'm just like a little boy, you know. It's just such a great costume.
Maybe get you in an Ewok costume.
All right.
Or an Ugnaught.
You can get, a lot of guys wear, like, they put these big lifts in their boots and stuff. So, but like, we did an event once, and the problem with Darth Vader is because he's in this like suit, and it's in the summer, it is hideous to wear. I'm telling you, it's the worst thing to wear. You cook and sweat unbelievably in it, and no one wants to be in the Darth Vader costume in the summer. And there's a load of us in the group, and a lot of us just shared our costumes. And this really short guy had to wear Darth Vader. She got this really short Darth Vader, and he got these really tall stormtroopers. And Darth Vader's looking up at us, and it's I'm like, you can't do that.
Like Spaceballs.
It's like, stormtroopers don't stand too near to Darth Vader.
You want that forced perspective, like Lord of the Rings.
But kids don't care, do they? When they're that little.
That's what it's all about, isn't it?
Yeah.
Seeing the look on their faces, it must be amazing.
Yeah, I like it when the girls get in the costumes, they don't know. They think it's a guy in a stormtrooper and stuff, and they get away with it. I think that's brilliant. They go, "All right, thank you, mate," and you're like, and they go, "Hello," and you go, "What?" That's great. Yeah.
Have you still got any?
No, I got rid of all my costumes. It got too expensive, really, because I would go to all the comic cons as well, especially London and stuff, and I would spend all weekend like Celebration. I would do all that, and it just got too expensive. And
the amount of times we probably met, I not realised it. I joined a few different groups, sort of around the UK, so I could go to different events. I used to go to like Collectomania, Milk Keynes. I don't know if you've ever been to that. No, I've never been to that one. No.
Guildhall's Court and Olympia a lot with the Comic Cons, and do a lot of events around the south as well. So there's a few, I think, around here, Portsmouth Comic Con, and I'm trying to think.
New Forest have got one, haven't they?
Oh, are they?
Yeah, so it's a bit budget, I think, but yeah.
But Bournemouth, because I live near Bournemouth, and there's a few at the BIC. They've had a few Comic Cons there, right. So I've done some there, and I think they're coming back again. I think that's the rumor. So we might have down the south again.
Yeah, sounds like that's the place to be. We don't have anything like that up in Cambridge at all. Nothing at all.
No.
I mean, we've got a Forbidden Planet in Cambridge, and that's about as pop culture as we get. It's ridiculous.
You're lucky to have a Forbidden Planet.
Yeah. It's not as good as the one in Southampton, though. That was quite good, wasn't it, Adam?
Yeah, decent. I went in there again last week.
Oh yeah.
Good, yeah. Might have picked up a couple more things.
What, some vintage collection, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Sometimes
on my next episode, but yeah.
Sometimes they do get some figures in early, don't they? Sometimes. So yeah. I did see a picture the day. Someone had a few. I can't which one they visited. I think it was Newcastle Forbidden Planet. They showed a picture of all the figures lined up. So I must go there again. Southampton one. I must go. So
have you got one in Bournemouth or not?
No.
So you normally go to Southampton one?
Yeah, I have to go to Southampton. Yeah, it's only like a 45-minute drive.
Yeah.
So I hated driving all the way there, getting there and go, I've got some money and there's nothing to buy.
Yeah.
It's like, there's nothing in here. And then we go when there's you've got no money, there's loads of stuff. Yeah. So yeah.
Although last week when I went in, the vintage collection shelf was looking a bit light.
Oh,
yeah, compared to when me and Martin went. Yeah,
looking a bit bare, was it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to collect I don't know if you ever collect, I used to collect the Gentle Giant busts as well. So I used to get a lot of those in Forbidden Planet, and now they've just cut back now. You don't see many of them in the cabinet at all. You might see the odd 2 or 3. I remember the days when you would get quite a few, and I think say everyone's gone to Hot Toys now. They want to collect that sort of scale on the 6 scale. So yeah.
You know what's going to happen in a couple of weeks' time? I'll be doing a video, and then all of a sudden you'll notice there'll be a Hot Toy on a shelf.
yeah.
Stop it!
Yeah, you'll be looking at your collection. What can I sell to buy a Hot Toy?
Yeah, in order to get the loose graded, I'm having to sort of move on a few bits.
Yeah, you do, don't you? You do.
Yeah. It's
I think some people don't like selling anything in their collection, and some people don't mind moving stuff on. It's what you enjoy doing at the time, isn't it? So,
exactly. You can't have everything, and you can reach your pinnacle in one thing, like like the vintage collection. I absolutely love it because of the nostalgia, as I've said before. But at the same time, I'm now going back to the nostalgia of the original figures. So I'm kind of thinking, well, it's worth moving a few of these, because some of the vintage collection is just
crazy
prices. I mean, I've got an unpunched Anakin Skywalker, which has actually got the name pill Darth Vader.
I've got the Darth Vader one. Yeah.
And it's unpunched, and that's came for like 350 quid. I think I saw on eBay a couple of weeks ago.
Wow.
Yeah. And I thought to myself, if I sell that, I can get a few loose graded ones with the price of it. But then it's a wrench, isn't it? It's like,
you got one. You got one in the background. I can see you got Commander Gree, which I've not got. I've always kicked myself, which I've not got, and I'm hoping one day they'll bring Commander Gree back out. So on a vintage collection. So was it? What's the one you put up on Kit Fisto? You put out on your short
today? Yeah.
I've got Kit Fisto. That's a hard one to get. He's a sought after one.
Yeah, it's not it is punched, but it's still Django Fett. A lot of these sort of early
Django
vintage collections are really difficult to get hold
of.
So
Adam's still after that.
That's what I'm looking for. Yeah. I did. Somebody offered me one for 110 a little while ago.
Ooh, yeah.
I mean, it's not bad, but it's still a lot of money.
It's a lot of money for a modern figure.
Yeah. It's the waiting game. Are they going to re-release the figure in it? It's like do you take the risk and wait? And I'm like, because I'm like that with the Dagobah landing Luke, and when he's in the Hoth gear. That one goes for crazy money now, and I want that one. But I'm like, will they ever release it?
The clear saber or the blue saber? It's the card back.
It's just that card back. I love the Luke. Yeah. What do you think of the new Boba Fett Luke? I'm not sure about that.
It looks better.
It looks like it's got a pinny on.
Yeah. and everyone complained about the TVC Tarkin, didn't they, for that stupid little pinny he had around his waist?
Yeah.
And they must have heard those complaints over the years. Yet they've done it with this Luke. It's just really odd.
I don't like it. Yeah, it just looks like he's got a penny or an apron on, doesn't it? It don't look right. So
I have to say, I love my figures, but I do collect them primarily for the card backs, the pictures. Because that's what reminds me of the old days so much.
Yeah.
And there's so many figures that I'm like about, but I have to get them because of the card back.
Because of the card back.
So that's going to be one I think. I do like the card back.
I pre-ordered Cad Bane. I've got that one. I grabbed the Tuscan Warrior Woman. That I had to get those two. They are very good.
Do you know what wave the Admiral Peart figure is coming out in?
Isn't he coming out with the one with the Darth Vader, the removal, and the Clone Trooper, isn't it?
I thought so, but I saw a picture of that the other day, and I didn't see him on there. For me, when again, I've had this conversation lots before, but forgive me for repeating myself. I have a lot of Star Wars fans. A lot of my favorite characters are background characters, small characters that don't have a lot to do. And Admiral Peart is always one of my favorite characters. And with that card back, and figure looks amazing, and I'm
Yeah,
really
yeah,
worried I'm going to miss it because I can't seem to find it anywhere. So if you
yeah,
just a little request, if you do see or
yeah,
find out
yeah.
where it's from, if you could let
Because
me know.
he's a good army builder. Because a lot of people want more Imperials for like
Yeah.
building out there, and they
That's
would
right.
just reuse that, wouldn't they?
That's
So
right. Yeah, because
yeah,
Jeff
yeah.
Gerard or whatever his name is coming out as well pretty soon, I think.
Oh yeah, yes.
So
Some guys go really crazy for the
mm,
Imperial officers. We haven't really had that many, have we? So
no.
yeah, it'd be nice to have a nice Julian Glover one, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
yeah, that'd be nice. So, but yeah,
get that.
I was going to say you've got a carded figure up there behind you, third one in from your right. I'm assuming.
Yeah,
that's not Star Wars, is it?
That looks like Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Well, at the very top there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, and that's the retro Stormtrooper up there. Yeah. I have got a card on the end there. I have got my only carded Star Wars figure. It's a R5D4.
R5D4. I saw that earlier.
Yeah. That's the only one I've got.
Adam's buying that one and the one above it. Is that
B2 EMO?
Yeah, that's the park exclusive, wasn't it? And then they released it on Disney.com in the UK.
Right.
Yeah.
The reason I couldn't go to Celebration this year is because I'm going to Florida in a couple of weeks later, and Adam's given me a shopping list of all of the droids.
They're all up there, to be honest. Like, I think above you, you've got the Droid Factory 4-pack of. Is that the Mandalorian 4-pack?
Yeah, I've got Kenobi and them. Yeah, the guy Keith from America sent me that over as a gift. It was a gift. I kept on saying, why don't they release that on a card? The gondola droid. I think everyone calls it the gondola. I just said that on a card back would be amazing. And I kept on moaning about it on the ZSR live stream. And Keith, who watches us, sent it, and
great.
I was like, wow,
amazing!
That's amazing.
I couldn't believe it. It just some of the guys that watch us on the live stream just listen to what we say, and they send you something, and you're like, crikey, they just know what you. It's brilliant.
It's awesome. No, that's really nice of him.
Well, Mark,
it's really nice.
I nearly picked that one up at Echo Base, didn't I? And when I went back to it, it had gone, and I was absolutely gutted. So
if you have any orders while I'm in Disney, Matt, just let me know.
I would like. I don't know if you've seen. I'm a bit of a Tron fan. Have you?
I'm going to be. I'm going to be going on that.
Yeah. Have you seen all the merchandise?
I have. The backpacks,
Super 7.
Discs,
Yeah.
Is it the little bike you want?
Well, I like the bike, and I would just a figure would keep me.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
the actual Tron figure. I would like to get Tron on a figure on a car back. I don't know, but I think they put Yuri, which is the girl's never been released on a car back before. They released all the other characters, but not the girl on the car. On a so But
leave it. Wink, wink. Leave it.
Wink, wink. Yeah, let me know. Yeah, no, don't have to worry about it. But that'd be great. Yeah.
You do collect other than Star Wars, then you do pick up.
I do. I've got I've got a very small collection of Action Force, which I had as a kid. I've got a bit of He-Man.
Nice.
And Tron is like one of my other big sort of things, and I like classic space Lego. So the 80s space Lego. So over here, I can't really. I think if you watch one of my videos, I did a short the other day actually, and it's my little moon base I've got laid out, and I've been gradually building it up over the year or so, and
nice.
No other Lego, just that that's what I had on the end of my bed when I was a kid. I remember having some of that space Lego.
Nice.
And I could never make it that big, and now I'm an adult, I could just go stupid.
I always liked that. Was it called Castle Lego in the 80s?
Yes.
I used to have. Well, sorry, I say my neighbour who was my best friend. But to be honest with you, I played with it more than he did. So I loved that, and with the knights with the bows and arrows.
Yes.
I loved it. Yeah.
I had a set. I had the castle. I can't remember which castle it was, but the backs opened up, and
that's
it. That one, and that one is crazy price now. I think they've re-released it, but it's different now. They've added all these extra bits on it, and so
it's like the Galaxy. All the money.
Well, Lego's like the most. They say Lego's like #1 top toy, isn't it? When they do these charts, but it's most expensive as well. Isn't it? So I've got these people that are like Star Wars collectors, the Lego collectors. You can leave it in a box and not build it. It's very hard. It's very good willpower. They can do that.
Some people, I was watching a video on YouTube, some people buy 2 or 3 and just they store them for a couple of years, and then when they stop making them, that's how that's kind of a business that they have.
You can buy the Lego with it.
Mental. It's a good idea, really, if you can afford to buy that many sets to start with.
I keep thinking I should do that with vintage collection, just buy a few more.
I always say to Adam, if you can see any TVC 1.0, it doesn't matter what it is, pick it up if see it cheap, because a lot of those they won't remake, and even if they do, the bubbles are too big on the remakes. And
I think the cheapest TVC card I've ever found, I paid £15 for it, and it's the Republic it's the Clone Pilot Bullseye. Is it Bullseye? Oddball. That's it. Yeah. Sorry, £15. I couldn't believe it. And now that one's just gone crazy. Most of them are gone.
£100 if you're lucky on Oddball.
And I was like, but it's like one I would like to get as well as Dengar, because that is 01, isn't it? That was the first TVC, and that's a hard one to pick up.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll swap my 001 for your actual Dengar that you've got behind.
Up here, I've got the retro ones up here. You can't see there's another shelf above. I've got all the retro ones in acrylic cases as well. So because I was one of when I got that first wave of retro collection, I was one of those who took the stickers off very patiently, and and
do you know what? I didn't actually realize you could take stickers off.
You've got to be careful with them. There's a knack to them. So but when you got to when I did the Star Wars, I did the Empire ones, but when I got to the Mandalorian ones, I did a couple, and I don't know what they'd done, but they changed the card and they changed the sticker on it, and it was taking a shine off the actual off the layer of the card, so you could see a ring there where the sticker was. So I said to people, don't touch them. But so some people use hair dryers, and I just use a bit of lighter fluid and do that. So
because Bosk's, I think Bosk Bounty did a review on a recent one, and he was saying that the cards are so flimsy now.
Yeah. Oh, I've got I've had the Indiana Jones ones turn up today.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, they're downstairs because they've got books on them. Trying to flatten them. Because they came. I bought the 4 that got released on Starch figures, and they were all curved in, and so they felt, because they'd been sort of in the web, because it's still cold. They were curving, so straight, lay them out, books on them, do something,
stick them in a star case.
Yeah, I don't do star cases. Okay. So I know, because they don't fit in acrylic cases, do they? These new ones. So I like to just lay them flat, but they take up too much room. Star cases. And if I can't, I don't know, if you put them on the wall, you've got nowhere to put your posters and other things in it. So
you're 100% right there. I've got loads of posters that I've had to put in the garage up on the wall because I just can't put them in the house, and obviously, I don't think she'll be able to let me have a second room. So.
Yeah. I've got the Indiana Jones over there. I've got him separately, and he's in a star case, because he came warped as well, but the card is so thin, it's unbelievable. So I don't know why they would make something so thin like that. Just don't understand it. So
it's such good fun, though, isn't it? Just when something new comes in the post, and you
Well, they released, I don't know if you saw today, they released the other 3 figures from Indiana Jones today. Salah, Shaw Round, and Tomb and Indy from when his shirt's ripped from Temple of Doom.
No, I didn't.
So they've come out today in demand, and Star Action figures have got them. So so if you want them, guys, get them.
I just can't. I want them. I want a lot of things, but I have to be very, very careful, because until the vintage collection stops,
Will it ever stop?
I thought there was a chance of it stopping. Was it about a year or so back? There was talk of it stopping, wasn't there?
I
think now it's too well established. I think too many people love it. So
well, we were going to lose the bubble and have a cardboard box in front of it, like the D&D ones that we've got come right now. That's what we would have had. But luckily, they realised that they did that, they would have ruined it. They would have ruined TVC.
It's not what people want, is it?
I've stopped buying Black Series now because of the window. I liked seeing my figures in a box. So, and people say, just get them out. And I'm like, well, I did used to get them out and review them. I did that for quite some time. And then I would just put them back in a box. And I could just put them away nicely, because cleaning loose figures is a nightmare, isn't it? And then I'm like, put them back. I can get them out when I want to, and just keeps the dust off them. And now I can't see them. It drives me up the wall. So I can't. I've stopped buying them. So I just pick and choose now when I buy figures. So I see like the new Chrysanthemum came out today, and I think it's sold out already. The Black Series, wow. 33.99, and it's sold out. I couldn't believe
one figure.
Yeah. But because Hasbro are cutting down on sort of supply in the UK at the moment, aren't they? They're not giving us.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're struggling to get supplies. So that's Hasbro UK. So I bet a lot of Hasbro will be getting a lot of people celebration this weekend. Moaning at them. So
I pre-ordered that Jabba's Palace play set, or where you have Bib Fortuna, the overweight Bib Fortuna, and he's coming carded, and I've pre-ordered that. I only want the card.
Oh right, okay.
I don't want the all the other. I mean, was there something like 84 pieces that come in that set or something ridiculous?
Cutlery and plates.
Cutlery, plate, snakes, you name it. And I just want the card. But it's just gone quiet. I pre-ordered it about it must have been 18 months ago now, I reckon. But it's gone quiet. If Hasbro Pulse just haven't, mentioned anything. So
no, there was I don't know if you saw the Robo Skull. Did you see the re-release of that? Ever seen that? No, it's an Action Force spaceship. It's a skull with and a company are redoing it, and it was a build-up. It was a fun thing build. And it's been like 2 or 3 years now, and they've still not gone a bit quiet, and they're like, it's going to come out in 2024, and that's just too long to wait for me to pay for something, and I can't wait 2-3 years for it. I haven't got the patience to wait that long for figures. So
you do it the right way. You wait to see it comes on eBay, and if you pick it up immediately, you get it for the cheapest you're going to get it, which is how I should do it. But I'm always worried. What if I don't get one? What if I don't get one?
I was quite an avid pre-orderer, but no, I've changed now to, if it's in stock, I buy it. If it's not, then I'm in no panic to get in now. Being a YouTuber, you always wanted to be like one of the first to review something and get your review out, because it always helps. Getting. But you got people like Tim who get it like months before anyone else. He's I'll just give out. I'll give out. There's no point.
I haven't got a personality. I've often thought of getting a figure out and just talking about the figure while I'm holding it, like you and Tim and several others. But I tried it a couple of times, and I just fumbled over my words, and I thought, no, I'll leave it to the professionals. I don't really know what I'm talking about anyway. I'll just be like, this looks nice. It's got no folds on it. It's good condition.
You notice when you're doing figure reviews, you say the same word a lot as well. You always say it's awesome, or and you're like, oh God, I must not say that word to you so many times, but you just do, because you're so enjoy a figure. So
well, now we're getting to the nitty gritty. Do you find when you rewatch yourself, Adam and I, now I do a lot of editing, and Adam used to do all the editing, and now I've started to notice that I say things like you say over and over again. My first edit was just me jump cutting, because I was cutting out me saying all the time. and Adam was like, no, you can't do that. It's stupid.
You just leave it. It's so much easier if you leave it in.
But you just hate the sound of yourself, I think.
It's one of the worst. Some people enjoy editing, and I think some people don't. You have to get used to hearing your own voice and editing stuff. But I think it's your little quirk, isn't it? It's you, so people like watching you for you, and it's just your little. If you say a word or make a noise, it's just You know, it's just what you are, and people like you for that. They don't like you, they'll go and watch someone else.
Yeah,
so
true. Very true.
Not the end of the world. Yeah,
because I like to see at the beginning of mine, I'd say, right, Star. You know, I used to get the mic taken out of me because I'm from the West. I've got a West Country accent, also, and I sound like they always go, right, Star Wars fans. They go a bit too. They take the mick out of me. People will cut me. Go right, and I'm like, I'm not that country bumpkin. But, all right, I come from like the southwest. You know, that's But yeah, so I always, when I say it at the beginning of my videos, and I don't say it like that, do I? And they say yeah. People like it, so they say, why haven't you said it before? Why haven't you said it in the last? Oh, sorry, and they get funny if you don't say it. So you got to
get used to it.
Yeah.
How long's the channel been going now?
I think I've been going three years. Is it 3 years? And he came out with 4. Yeah, it was September 2000 and was it 2019? Yeah, 2019, I think. Right. Yeah. So I've been coming up to 4 years. Yeah.
So you've done really well then.
They say it takes you like 2 to 3 years to hit that 1,000. So if you push, it's how dedicated you are to putting a video out every week, or how regular you are, isn't it? Some people do it when they feel like it. I was doing it, kind of making sure I did a video every week. So, but when we were shielding, should we say, all of us.
Yeah.
So I was trying to do a video. I was off. I was doing a video trying to do one every other day, but it was hard to come up with stuff to do. But yeah,
we certainly wish we'd done this, and during the pandemic, we wish we'd thought about starting this.
In a way, the pandemic brought a lot of people together, a lot of collectors, and in some ways, it was a good thing, and it wasn't a good thing. But it was brought a lot of people. I would have never met certain people. I don't think if this didn't happen, but.
No. Well, we kept you for a long time, but just before
it's right.
Sign off, right. You're coming up to your 100th live show with Shabby and Tez.
Yes,
so that's quite an achievement.
I know it is. We say we can go into syndication now, isn't it? We reach 100 episodes.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what they say about Star Trek, isn't it? They can go in. We can just keep. No, I don't think. Yeah, we just keep on going. So,
no, it's great fun. I love tuning in on a Friday evening.
We don't take ourselves too seriously. No. We're like 3 guys. What we do is if you be sitting in a pub and just having a chat, and we sometimes. I do forget that we're live, and I think Tez does as well, because Tez always putting his foot in it. But
the dynamic between the 3 of you is hilarious.
We've got it down to a T now, so we can we can think what the other one's going to say. It's quite good, isn't it? When you can get 3 people, I think 3 is the magic number. It is a good number. So if one of you sort of can't think of something to say, one of the other 2 is going to jump in and say something, which always is a saviour. So
because one of you has always got to be keeping an eye on the chat and everything.
I get moaned about not missing out the chat, but when people don't understand, when you're trying to watch the chat and speak and can see so make sure no one's putting anything rude up or anything nasty, or because you're trying to concentrate, and it's hard, and sometimes you miss the chat, and it moves so quick sometimes. We get roughly around 60 to 80 people in the stream, so it's a nice just right. You get so many streams that they get 200, 300, 400 people, and the chat's moving so fast. People just get missed out, and I think with us, people like being involved. They feel involved, so we just got a nice little group of people.
Well, it's true, and you spend. I mean, I can only speak for myself, but the first 10-15 minutes is basically saying hello to everybody in the chat. And that's just so nice, because everybody's kind of getting to know each other, and
everyone feels involved. And we a few people said, "Oh, you should just get straight into it and just get." I know we'd like to say everyone's made the effort to watch us, so we say hello to everyone, and they just feel a bit more.
Well, again, the way you do it is the first hour is sort of chatting and saying hello to everyone, and then your second hour is usually a guest. So it's to do it, really.
We sort of at first we just had the guest straight on, and we thought no, people have come to watch us 3 talk, and they like us 3, so we give them an hour of us, and then we can have a guest on, and we can try and talk to it makes I just think it's great. I do know, I don't know it's, but I do notice some people just watch us for the first hour, and then they say, "Oh, the guest is on." Oh, I'm not gonna, I'm gonna go do. I'm gonna see a little bit of a, but I don't know. But we do sometimes.
It depends who the guest is, doesn't it? I suppose.
Yeah,
sometimes.
yeah. Some people are really good doing live streams, and some people are kind of like really hard. I'm not being horrible, but hard work. They've never done a live stream before, and they're a bit sort of nervous, and they're sort of yes, they just go yes, and no, and you're like, oh.
But I noticed when Adam and I came on, your viewership dropped about 50%. So
I was going to say, oh God, he's talking about us.
Yeah, I think Adam was a little bit shocked because you have to deal with Tez and Shabby. And Shabby, not being horrible, we all love Shabby. He's a bit loud, so and you can't sometimes you can't hear anyone else except Shabby talking.
Well, I noticed my levels were a bit low as well, so I should have sorted that out. But annoyingly,
well, Shabby's on like minus something, and he's still loud.
Yeah.
So,
I should have pumped my levels up and butted in on him.
Yeah, but sometimes when it's a load of you, it sometimes gets quite hard, doesn't it? So
definitely.
Yeah.
Like you say, 3 is probably the magic number, really, isn't it?
Yeah, we would sometimes have more like one guest is good. We've tried more guests. We've had, let's say, you two on together. 2 is all right. 6 is pushing it. So we've had 6 people, and that can, when we when we do our 100th episode, we plan to do. We're going to get people can come on every 10 minutes and just say hello. That's our plan for the 100th episode. We're just going to invite everyone to come on. There'll be like a link in the stream. Cool. And people could come on and say hello. So we hope you might come in and say hello. So and everyone who watches, So because some people watch the stream, and we've had a few messages recently where people say, "Look, I've been watching you for quite some time, and I don't like saying anything in the stream. I don't like speaking. I just like watching you, and I just want to say, thanks for doing it." And it's quite nice when people say that, and you think, "Oh, it's worth doing it." So
absolutely. It's a fantastic little show. So keep it up.
Yeah, we've just been growing and growing. So hopefully, Don't get too famous.
You won't want to talk to the likes of us.
No, it was great. When I came across you guys. I think it just come up, and I was like, "Oh,
we do owe you a big debt of thanks, because not just yourself, but you were a big part of it. Have sort of seen us sort of put us out there, and we've seen our subs go up exponentially, not talking huge amounts, but ever since we've been chatting to you guys and stuff, so big thank you from us.
That's one of the key things I think with YouTube is get involved with other people, get involved with as many people as you can, and get out there. That's a good way to help your channel. I think it's always a good way to, because the YouTube do not help you at all, so you got to do your own promotion and stuff.
And it's such a great collecting community as well. Everybody's so nice. I don't think I've come across anybody yet that's not just really pleasant and willing to help you and give you advice, etc. It's been great.
Certainly. That's what I think we're all here for. We all love to collect. So we just want to help each other out.
Awesome. Well, we won't keep you any longer. We've been on for
this
quite
has been
a while
great.
Now.
This has been great. You're
going for BOE's record, aren't you?
I don't know about BO now. No, I don't think I'll ever beat BOE.
No, but thank you so much for coming on. All the listeners, please get over to Matt's channel and subscribe to him. It's Zero Hunter Toys. I'll put a link in the description. And otherwise, thanks for coming on, and we'll have you on again soon, I'm sure.
Of course. I'd love to.
When we've got more to talk about. Otherwise, we will catch you all in the next one. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.